Abundance Show. And today we have yet another interesting guest. His name is Naveen. I have known Naveen for the last few months, and I've been seeing his flamboyant lifestyle and the way he conducts himself with dignity and the way he does a lot of hand holding. Okay, so just to give you a background about him, he has been a serial entrepreneur. He's a business person. And the interesting part is he's also a network marketer. Okay, and he's a network marketer whom I see going places. Number one, and also I've observed from far that he does the right things in the right way. The priorities of the man is all in the right place. So without much ado, let's welcome Mr. Naveen. So Naveen, welcome to the Abundance Shows.
Hi
The
Sudesh, good evening.
Good, good.
Thanks for inviting me on this platform.
My
I'm
pleasure.
really honored today.
Pleasure. So Naveen, like always, I ask my guests this one question because it's very important for our viewers and listeners to know exactly what's the background and what brought you to a place that you are in today. So what's been your background, your childhood, your experiences, and then your next part we'll look at work experience. But what's your background like?
Okay, talking about my family background, yes, I come from a middle class family background. My dad used to work for HL and he retired out of HL. My mom, she's housewife. I do have one younger sister and been in Bangalore throughout my life.
Bangalore, okay.
Yeah, I
Nice.
did my studies in Bangalore.
Huh.
I passed out of SSMRV college. I did my basic graduation. I couldn't able to like pursue any professional course after my graduation. And after my graduation, yes, I started working for a publication and I was part of like advertising company for a couple of years. Then after that, yes, I got a chance without like saying no to it. I took up the opportunity and I became an entrepreneur.
Nice. Okay.
And I can't say it's a difficult childhood I had. It has been like a wonderful childhood. My dad gave me all the comforts, if not the luxury, at least he saw to that we get all the comfort zone. And he was there for everything. And it was a happy childhood.
Nice. Nice. So to elaborate on your work experience, how many years you worked in companies and what has been your journey there, and then what helped you to or thought process got you into business, and then subsequently we'll talk about network marketing as well. So let's go step by step.
I used to work for a publication. I was like working for the sister concern of Getty Yellow Pages, which was free ads. I was part of free ads and I was with free ads for like a couple of years. And I was taking care of the circulation part of like free ads. I opened up like a Bangalore market for them and Hyderabad market for them. And later on, like I joined the ad agency. I was into repro housing. I used to work for lithographer, commercial art engravers. We used to do repro housing work, the artworks for all the ad agencies. And I was part of this for almost like, I can say like 5 to 6 years.
Okay.
Then I got into the business and getting into the business, it was quite accidental. But corner of my mind, always I wanted to become an entrepreneur, but I never got an opportunity. And even sometimes, like when I came upon the opportunity, the one thing which was like holding me back was the investment. That particular point of time, I couldn't able to like invest big money into the business and become an entrepreneur or a businessman.
Yeah.
But it was always there in my mind, in my heart, that I want to become a businessman one day. And accidentally, I got an opportunity, a couple of years back, and I got into this industry.
Wow. Wow. Super. So what really prompted you to get into network marketing, or what was the initial, the introduction and the kind of people that met you, and then what prompted you to actually get into this field?
Network marketing, to be frank, Satish, initially I was like very skeptical. If somebody would have come and spoken to me about network marketing, last person. I was the
Yeah.
last person.
Like most of us.
Yeah, most of us, yes, yes. I had a very negative feeling towards this industry initially. Whenever my friends used to talk about this, I used to laugh at them. I used to tell them like MLM, it's not multi-level marketing, it's
Yeah.
money losing monkeys. That was my attitude before.
Right.
But yes, accidentally I got into this. One day, one fine day, I was like It was like a couple of friends. We were sitting in a coffee shop on MG Road, Barista, in front of Button Center.
Ah,
Those days, Barista was there. Now it
yeah,
has become Coffee Day.
right.
I still remember it was like around 6:37 in the evening. One foreigner
Ah,
walked up to our table. He was
ah,
not knowing who we are,
ah,
and we were not knowing who this person. He came to our table and he
ah.
said, like, guys, I have an opportunity. Will you be open to listen to me?
Just what?
He
Ah,
just
ah,
he just came to our table out of the blue.
ah,
We don't know who
ah.
this gentleman, and he
Right,
was not knowing who we are. He just came to our table and
right.
he just asked us, have an opportunity. Are you guys
Ah,
open-minded to
ah,
listen? And a friend of
ah,
mine, he asked him like, is it something like
ah,
MLM or network marketing? And that gentleman
ah.
said,
Straight up.
yes, it's network marketing.
Ah,
And
ah,
my friend said like, no, we are not interested. And that
ah,
gentleman, he went back and he sat in his table. But
ah,
looking at him out of curiosity, I went back to that person. I
ah,
asked him,
ah,
like, where are you from? He
ah.
said like he has come down from Malaysia
Okay.
and he has come here to build his business. That one
Right.
statement of his instigated me.
Okay.
When he can come all the way from Malaysia to Bangalore, a place which
Yeah.
is unknown to him, a place which
Yeah.
is alien place to him, when he can
Yeah.
able to build business in Bangalore, why not me? That one statement of us instigated. Then I told
Ah,
him like, what's the opportunity you're talking about? Then he gave me his card. Then he asked me to like come and attend a meeting. That was next day. And I went. Initially, I was not at all serious, Satish. Believe me, I was not at all. Looking at like people talking back, then I thought like, why not? Let me try. There is hardly money to lose. And the
yeah.
investment was so small. It was not like hurting my pocket. I said,
Yeah.
let me take a chance. That was my attitude
Right.
initially. Then I joined hands with him. I attended like a lot of training programs along with him, started like learning what this industry is all about. Then over a period of time, like after 6 to 7 months, seriously I got into this industry.
Okay.
Then I understood what multi-level marketing is all about.
Right.
From the perception of money losing monkeys, my mindset changed over to multi-level marketing. Then over a period of time, after learning what this industry is all about, after like putting our efforts together as a team, when I started making a small money out of this industry, I started telling to people MLMs make a lot of money.
Yeah.
But
True.
over a period of time, when money was not the constraint out of this industry, of course, people, if we really put in our serious efforts with a positive attitude, when we start building this, yes, the default is the money follows us.
Yeah.
When that was not the thing, always I used to tell people MLMs make life meaningful.
Yeah.
From the mindset of money losing monkeys, today always I tell people MLMs make life meaningful.
Wow.
This was
Wow.
my short journey into this. Yes,
Yeah.
of course, I have changed like a couple of companies, but every company I have changed. It has given me a platform to learn a lot of things
Right.
and graduate to the next level.
Right. So now, how many years totally in network marketing, you would say?
To be frank, seriously, I got into this industry in 2003. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, that was my first this thing.
Mm-hmm.
But seriously, I took up this industry from 2005 onwards. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I think all of us have that initial phase where we have wrong notions about the industry, wrong priorities, and we tend to take the things the way we think is right. And then once you get professional helps and coaches to teach us and guide us, and also our mentors in the company that we work for, I think then we start getting clarity. And I think it takes around at least 1.5 to 2 years, depending on our profile. I think it takes at least that much time to get our bearings right and set our priorities right, actually.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And every day is a learning process, and you get to learn a lot of things in this industry
Yeah.
from a lot of successful people. Yes, we need to have that open mindset to learn things.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you're willing to learn things, yes, sky's the limit. Yes, and we can achieve a lot of things in this industry.
True.
And this is one industry where I found like you get all the independence to do
Yeah.
whatever you want to along with the business. You can always like pursue your passion too.
Yeah.
When I used to work for an ad agency, yes, I'm a guy like who travels a lot. I love traveling. But when I used to work for companies, like I was finding it difficult to travel.
Mm.
But in this business, yes, you have all the freedom.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, one of the things which held me back into this industry.
Very
Yes.
interesting. Great. So just stepping back a little bit, just off, since you mentioned some things in the initial phase, and which I also agreed that a lot of people have, including us, we had this wrong feel about this industry as such. So quickly, if you'd like to touch upon what are the points that make this industry sometimes a no-no for the outsiders who don't know about it, or who don't have not experienced it, or experienced it very superficially maybe. So what are the things that make it a no-no for people like you and me, or anyone outsiders who want to get into it?
See, initially, even when I was not in this industry, I used to hear a lot of people speaking negative about this. Okay.
Hmm.
There was like, I never tried this industry, but I used to hear a lot of negative things.
Hmm.
Today, if you look into this industry, there are like a couple of like companies which are doing their business in India ethically, professionally. At the same time, there are like thousands of companies much before they open the fixed date when to close down the company.
Hmm.
These people, they just start their business just to make money
Hmm.
in disguise of network marketing.
Hmm.
And people with the urge of like making fast money
Hmm.
without doing proper homework, they go and join the hands with some unethical wrong companies. When
Yeah.
the company closed down, they blame it on the industry.
Yeah.
It's industry is not wrong, industry is not bad,
Yeah.
but we need to identify and we need to join hands with the right company and with the right set of people.
Well
See,
said.
as it is like network marketing, any other industry for that matter, though like lot many companies opens up, lot many companies closes down too. For
Yeah.
example, if I talk about IT industry, lot many people go into IT industry.
Yeah.
Though like lot of companies which are really doing good for last couple of decades.
Yes.
At the same time, there are like lot many IT companies which have started and which have closed down,
Yeah.
right? So likewise, even in network marketing, we need to identify. And today, to be frank, yes, still network marketing in India is still in a very immature condition.
Yeah.
Still, that professionalism has not yet come into this industry.
Yeah. And I would say that's where people like you and some of the other leaders that I've spoken to, our role comes in.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, this is one platform. Always, I keep telling to people, we get to meet like people from different walk of life.
Yes.
Okay, and people with a lot of like different qualities. When we
Hmm.
all join hands together, when we start like creating or building this business in a professional manner
Yeah.
together as a team, each one of us we can grow. And of course, yes, the companies which we join with, I mean, we need to be like very choosy in joining our hands with companies. We need to like verify whether this company has got a system, the SOPs are in place,
Yeah.
and whether this company is doing the business professionally,
Yeah.
ethically.
Yeah.
So identifying this, if we join hands and if we start putting our efforts together as a team, it's a beautiful industry. Yes,
Very interesting. Very good. I think it's a very good take, because what it boils down to is two things. One is you should also know which company, what background, what's the track record. So choose the company wisely. And second one is the team also matters. Yeah. So
of
that's
course.
what. Yeah. So these
Yes.
are the two things which you might not understand in haste, and then sometimes you might have a wrong impression because of these two things you were saying.
Very true.
Hmm.
Today, I mean, if I look out, like lot many people, they wouldn't have tried network marketing directly, but they would have heard a lot of stories, people losing money in this industry.
Yeah. Yeah.
But if you want to like get into network marketing, it's a beautiful industry, but we need to do our homework. We have to
Absolutely.
look at the system of the company. We need to look at the background of the company, the products, what they are promoting.
Yeah.
Is it useful?
Yeah.
Is it essential?
Yeah.
So look, I mean, doing proper homework,
Yeah.
taking a date, it's a beautiful industry. Yes,
Very well said.
there's nothing to lose in this industry.
Very well said. And also, like you also pointed out in a few minutes ago, that black sheep is are there in every industry. Now you
Yeah,
put it well in IT industries and all this. During the IT boom, so many things happened, and so many industries also even today. And also, success rates in any business is very small. The percentage of people and the percentage of companies that succeed is a very small percentage. And same thing applies for network marketing. But if you were
I
to,
agree with you. I
but at
agree.
the same time, in every industry, there are companies that are doing exceedingly well. They are steeped in integrity, steeped in a strong foundation of the founders being focused on giving adding value. Same thing applies here as well. There are companies, n number of companies, but the companies which are surviving for long, which have got a product which might be essential, and the team that is leading them is also is good, professional. All that makes a lot of difference.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah,
See, as you said, like any industry for that matter, the people who become very successful, it's a very small percentage.
yeah,
Some people they do come and ask me like, Naveen, in network marketing, I've seen only small percentage of people or very few people who are highly successful. I completely agree with that.
yeah.
The reason behind that, lot many people they don't take this industry seriously.
Well said.
They don't take this business seriously.
Yeah,
And lot many people they take the decision on somebody else's opinion,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
For that matter, if you look into any of the other industry, any other profession, I mean, no hard feelings or not to hurt anybody's feelings.
yeah.
For if you look at legal, I mean the law,
Hmm.
all the lawyers they go through the same syllabus.
Yeah,
The subject is the same for everybody,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Though like some lawyers who charge a couple of lakhs for per appearance.
True.
At the same time, there are like a couple of lawyers who are struggling even to make 500,000 rupees too,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
People who really put in the efforts, who take their profession seriously, they make it back.
True.
Doctors, it's the same. Some
Yeah,
people are highly successful, some people they lose out.
yeah,
IT professionals,
yeah,
it's not that everybody are in that seven figures background, bracket,
yeah,
right? And people joining into IT industry, everybody have got the desire to become a CEO of the company. But
yeah,
end of the day, how many of them end up being a CEO?
yeah.
But yes, the platform is there for everybody. It
True.
all depends on the efforts what we put.
True.
And today, if I have to speak about direct marketing, today there's a one industry where the SOPs are in place. One industry where there's no big investment. One industry where there's nothing to lose. A
Yeah,
business which we can always build without having fear of losing anything.
yeah,
But lot many people they don't take this business seriously as a business.
yeah,
And that's the main reason why people they lose out in this business.
yeah,
Today what I have seen is like people, as I said, like lot many people they take their decision on somebody else's opinion. They go speak to 2 3 people. If they say no, they quit putting the efforts to build this business. But on the other hand, if we take it seriously as a business, if 3, if 10, 15, 20 people, if they reject us, so what? Someone's
yeah.
still waiting. Let's approach people. By speaking to people, we don't lose anything.
True.
If we carry that business attitude and if we start like speaking to people, build this business, the success is always there. We can always write our own check.
Yeah,
Today, the success
true.
and failure, it all depends on the efforts what we put professionally.
Well said. Well said.
Professionally.
Yeah, and I think one of the main reasons why people don't take it seriously is because the initial investment or in terms of commitment side is very less. Whereas in conventional business, a lot of commitment is required in terms of finances, in terms of resources, in terms of infrastructure, and all of that, and employees and all of that. So they feel that okay, now I'm doing some business. Whereas here, it's almost like nil, almost like nothing, and then they're getting a good business chance, and then
Very
they
true.
squander it by just not taking it seriously.
Today, the human mindset, if you
Yeah,
ask me also,
yeah,
I mean, especially people who come from the middle class family background,
yeah,
the way we have grown up,
yeah,
right? As businessmen, I need to invest big money.
yeah,
I need to have offers, or I need to have a showroom. I
yeah,
need to hold the inventory. I need to have people working for me. Then only we consider that as a business.
yeah, yeah,
People are ready to gamble.
yeah.
Today, it's not that people, whoever come out with big investment, it's not that everybody are going to make big money. No.
Absolutely.
Some people, they become successful. Some people, they end up as a failures.
Yeah, yeah,
People are ready to lose their money in business. Business
yeah,
is nothing but a gamble.
yeah,
But when we show them a system which has been time tested, where all the SOPs are there, where there is no huge investment,
yeah,
people they don't take it seriously. As you said, Satish, the only reason why people they don't take this seriously because there is no investment.
yeah.
So if we can able to change that mindset, and if we
Mm.
start thinking, yeah, this is my business,
Well said.
with the same kind of mindset, like how we put in our efforts after investing a couple of lakhs or crores into the business, with
Yeah,
the same mindset, if we start putting our efforts into this industry, the success is always there.
very true. Very true.
It's a mindset which
Yeah,
matters.
yeah, yeah. Very nice, very nice. So
And
Naveen,
to be frank enough, yes, if you ask me, I've got like experience of both the sides.
yeah, yeah,
Okay, I do have my traditional business too, where I have invested big money compared to direct marketing business, what I've invested.
yeah,
But today, if you look at me,
yeah,
the ROI, what I'm making out of my traditional business,
yeah.
much smaller than what I'm making out of direct marketing.
Wow.
Today, even after investing big money into my traditional business, that business has become a plan B for me. I have taken a back seat over that.
Yeah,
Today, my plan A or my primary business is direct marketing because I know the potential of this industry. Lot many people, I mean, some of my friends, they used to laugh at me. After investing big money into that business, I'm concentrating on direct marketing.
yeah,
But end of the day, for the efforts what we are investing in, for
yeah,
the time what we are investing in, it
yeah.
all depends on the ROI what we are getting back.
Absolutely.
And today, if I look at my business, my ROI out of like direct marketing is much more bigger than my traditional.
Well said. True, true. And also, first of all, there is investment is less. You're not tied to an infrastructure or to a working capital requirement which is ongoing. Because ask me, I struggled with two businesses for 4 years before I hit upon this, and I used to have real trouble. Although I have led companies, I've led teams in very senior roles for 25 years, but when I got into my own business, all those challenges that you speak about, it resonates with me. And to add to it, I was not making, I was not profitable also, and immediately what you say, it touches my heart because conventional wisdom, conventional businesses, we think because the popular notion is that you need to have teams, you need to have business, you need to have these things to be a business person, so that you're independent in terms of your time. So your time is being managed very well because you have time for your personal space as well, and the business and the employees are taking care of the system there, right? That's the popular
Very true.
notion.
Very true.
But here is
Yes.
an industry which is helping us to do the same thing without employees, with like-minded people who are have the vision that who share the vision that you have, with the right kind of mindset of integrity and of having the right kind of values to come into a team. Then they are not your employees; they're your partners. They're like a business partners to you. You help
Yes.
them grow; they help you
Yes.
grow. So
Yes.
this model works so beautifully for all of us. Even though the popular notion that we have carried, we ourselves carried for so many years, so many years, and we look down upon this industry. Now, when we get in, and when we get mentored with the right kind of people, and when we implement those learnings from them, it puts us in the right mind frame also.
I completely agree with you, Satish. Yes. I'm not against traditional business. No. Even I'm part of traditional business too.
Yeah,
But traditional business always comes with a baggage.
yeah, and it's not for everyone.
And during this lockdown,
Yeah,
2020, COVID-19, thanks to COVID-19,
yeah,
yes, people have really, if I talk about my traditional business, we
yeah,
underwent a lot of, great amount of losses.
yeah.
But on the other hand, if I talk about direct marketing, there's an industry which kept on going. There was an article which came out in Economic Times. This was like 4 days back. I have
Hmm,
that paper cutting with me.
hmm,
From April till October,
hmm.
direct marketing industry in India has done a turnover of 7,500 crores in India.
From April to October.
April to October 2020, during
Wow.
this lockdown, this industry has grown leaps and bounds.
Yeah.
As per the survey done by Economic Times, almost 6 lakh new people in India, 6 lakh people have joined hands with direct marketing. People who have first timers who are getting exposed to direct marketing. So, what I mean to say, this industry is taking a steady growth.
Yeah.
Yes, coming years, yes, people will take this as a profession too, and it's a beautiful industry. Yeah.
Very true. Very true. So, Naveen, tell me, what has been your particularly your in terms of leading this business of network marketing? What has been your personal style, which is unique to you?
See, if you ask me, I'm still a old school guy. Of course, now not many people they're using like social media. Of course, I do use social media too, but If you ask me, I'm still an old school guy. I love to meet people, interact with them, build relationship, and build a business. And this business, always I keep telling to people, there's a relationship building business.
Well said.
We are not selling anything now. We are looking for partners to join hands for life.
Absolutely.
And that can happen only with a positive relationship,
Absolutely.
right? Of course, yes. Of late, yes, people have taken like different ways to build their business. I'm not telling they're wrong. Yes, as the time changes, even we need to change.
Yeah.
People are going online. People are
Yeah.
promoting their business on social media. That's one more way of building business. But if you ask me, I still love to meet people, interact with them, sit with them, build relationship,
Yeah.
and build my business.
Well said, well said. So I think there is no way that anyone who's in the social media can even dream of building a good business and of adding value to their team unless they have this thing of personal touch. It never can happen because all that conventional wisdom that people, network marketers like who have professed and who have done it in the past, that cannot just be done away with because ultimately this business is about building leaders. And how can you build leaders unless you have that personal touch and unless they can unless you empathize with them and unless they can look at up to you as a leader themselves? And it can't happen through this just social media. It can't happen. It's just too superficial for that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
great.
completely agree with you, Satish. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So Naveen,
I'm not
what?
against I'm not against social media. I'm not against online
Yeah,
business building,
yeah,
but I'm more of a people person.
yeah. I think,
So
I think
interacting with people, yes,
without social media, one can definitely be successful. But without the first part, only social media will not take people anywhere. It could be very rare
right.
occasion where someone might do well, and that too for the long term if one has to sustain. Because I think people like you, what you bring to the table is this thing, this fact that you're looking at this from the long term. You're not looking at like quick money. Let's make the money and get out of this. It's not like that. It's
Yes,
really steeped in the long term game and trying to add value to the customers as well as to the team leaders that they build. You know.
I completely agree with you. Yes.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is not a short-term business, or this is not a business. If somebody comes and tells me like overnight we can
No.
make so much of money, I laugh at that. I laugh at
Yeah.
that. Yes, there's also a long-term business. There's like you running a marathon race. Okay.
Yeah.
If we really put in our efforts together as a team professionally. Yes, three
Mm.
to 5 years of hard work, putting our efforts with focus, with positive attitude, then that snowball effect starts taking place.
Well said.
For us to really enjoy that passive income, the initial 3 to 5 years of efforts, what we put, that matters a lot. And
Wow.
this is not a business where we can make like big money overnight. No,
Yeah.
there's nothing like that. The only thing where I've seen people they make big money overnight if somebody is like too lucky to win a lottery.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
That's the
Well
one thing.
said. Nice. Nice. So, Naveen, since you have seen all sides of this industry, what would you say are the mistakes that some people can make, especially the newcomers who are there? What can be the mistakes that they can, which you would like to caution them upfront?
See, there are two things or three things I can highlight on. One, people they come with a closed mind. They are not willing to learn things. A person might be IT professional, a person might be a doctor, a person might be a master in another field. But lot many people, the mistake what they do, they come thinking that I know everything attitude.
Yeah.
If we open up, if we like open up our mind, and if we really start learning things, always I believe in one thing like learning is a never-ending process, and we are students for life,
Absolutely.
and we get to learn from everybody for that matter,
Yeah.
whatever that the other person might be.
Yeah.
Though like if we keep our mind open, there are like a lot of things what we can learn from a lot of people.
Absolutely.
For example, if I have to like talk about myself, initially when I started this industry, okay, I went and spoke to like a couple of people. They rejected me. Okay, they said no, 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 and it was quite disappointing, Satish. It was
Yeah.
quite disappointing.
Yeah.
Okay, I got demotivated. I was like, I started thinking myself, am I in the right platform? Am I doing the right things? Am I in the right industry? I was
Yeah.
like very disappointed and demotivated. It so happened once. I was having a cup of coffee in front of a restaurant.
Hmm.
Okay, this I'm talking like a couple of years back,
Hmm.
and there was a signal junction in front of that restaurant,
Hmm.
and it was all pure coincidence. I was just having coffee and I was just looking here and there, and I saw like there were like around 10, 15 people who were selling things on the traffic signal.
Okay.
Some boys were like selling magazines, some people were selling newspaper, pens, keychains, lot of things people were selling on the signal junction. Initially, I was just looking at them, but later on, I started observing things what they are doing. Okay, when the signal comes, there is a set of cars or the vehicle comes and stops over there. These people they approach them, and it's not that
Hmm.
you are going to buy from them.
Hmm.
Lot many people they say no,
Hmm.
and taking that rejection, these people they never got disappointed. They never left their place. They stood in the same place. They waited for the next signal to come. When there was a next signal, a new set of cars used to come. They used to go and approach these people. Some bought, some said no. And this went on from morning till evening. These people they used to stand in that signal and they used to like sell, promote their products. When these people have that persistence, consistency to approach people,
Yeah.
why not me?
Yeah.
I learned from these guys who are like really putting the efforts in the traffic signal.
Yeah.
That was a learning process for me.
True.
So today, what I mean to say is like people, if they're willing to learn things, it's they can learn a lot of things and they can highly become successful. The reason why they become failure, they always they come with a closed mind.
Growth mindset. Yeah.
Number two, people they don't carry that positive attitude towards this business.
Hmm.
Always I tell people like some people they always they come and tell me, Naveen, I spoke to two people, I spoke to five people. These people they said they always they blame on them. Always I tell my friends like don't blame them, blame yourself because you only spoke to 3 to 5 people. Instead of that, speak to 50 to 100 people.
Yeah.
At least you will get 10 out of that. 10
Yeah.
people might say yes. We need to blame ourselves because we are not putting our efforts.
True.
We need to carry that positive attitude. We have to carry that attitude that I'm not selling the product, I'm building a business. I'm not approaching a person to sell a product. No, I'm approaching a person to partnership with him.
Well said.
I'm showing him a business opportunity where we can join hands together.
Yeah.
And you cannot build a, million or billion-dollar business overnight. No,
Yeah.
it takes a lot of efforts. The consistency has to be there. The professionalism has to be there.
Yeah.
Today, a person might say, no, it's not a permanent no. If we do a proper follow-up, he might say yes for a period of time.
True.
So we need to carry that positive attitude.
Very true.
And always, I believe in one thing. Some people, without positive attitude, the success what we get, it's nothing but a pure luck, and which is a momentary. And with positive attitude, putting our efforts, if we taste that success, that's an achievement. When we achieve something, if something goes wrong, again we can rebuild back because we know how to build it back, putting our efforts.
Yeah.
Some people they taste success overnight without doing anything. It's a
Yeah.
pure luck. If
Very
something
true.
happens, if something stops working for them, there
Yeah.
won't be an opportunity to rebuild it back again.
Correct.
So we need to like learn things, join hands with positive mindset people, and do positive things with a positive mind frame. Yes, the success is always there.
Very true. I think this
And
two
always
points.
I keep telling you, last time, I mean, initially also I said, lot many people, we always take our decision on somebody else's opinion.
Yeah.
If some 3 to 5 or 10 people, if they say no, we
Yeah.
start assuming this business doesn't work.
Yeah. Yeah.
That means we are taking our decision on somebody else's opinion. If we
Yeah.
can able to overcome that, some will, some won't. So what? Someone's still waiting with that attitude. If
Yeah.
with that mindset, if it's not like
Yeah.
approaching people, showing them the business opportunity, promoting business, building business, it's a beautiful industry.
Well said. Well said.
And
Very
there's
nice.
the one industry, Satish. Always I keep telling to my friends,
Ah,
nothing to lose in this. Nothing to lose in this.
yeah,
This industry gives us a platform, all the SOPs in place. Plus, this is the only industry which teaches us how to become successful. Here, what I mean by success is writing our check or making money. See, today, to be frank enough, very small percentage of people are doing social service not to offend their feelings, but the larger percentage or the big percentage of people today, whatever the efforts we are putting, it's to make money in a legal way,
yeah,
right? It can be anything, right? And this is the one industry which teaches us how to make that.
yeah,
Today we have gone through all the education. Education is very much important, no doubt.
yeah,
Education gives us a lot of knowledge.
yeah,
But during our education process, nobody taught us how to make money.
yeah.
This industry, it invites people from different walk of life. Education is not a barrier. It's the attitude to do big things,
Yeah,
positive attitude.
yeah.
And this industry gives us a platform to learn things, and this industry teaches us how to make money.
Well said. True. Very well said. So I'll just add to that. So basically, I heard from people like you only that you actually attract or become successful based on the value you add to people and also the person you become in the process. So this is one industry which actually teaches us to make money for sure, but also helps us to take our game to the next level by improving ourselves. So like a personal development program. It forces us to always like keep an open mind. Like you said, people who make mistakes are the ones who have closed mind, and when we have an open mind to learn from anyone and everyone who's actually successful or who's a coach, or from, like you said, an example of beautiful example of someone's in the street selling something. If you're ready and open to learn from anyone, then it actually enhances your personality and enhances your personal development. In the process, you become the right vehicle to also attract that wellness, or I mean that abundance, or that money into your life.
I completely agree with you. Yes,
Yeah,
I completely agree with you.
yeah.
Um, if you have time, I want to tell a small story.
Please go ahead.
Right? This was like a couple of years back again.
Hmm.
Okay, I'm talking about the positive mindset. A couple of friends, we were like hanging out in front of a restaurant. A person came over there asking for help, literally begging. Okay, beggar. A friend of mine who was there with me, he gave his peace of mind to this beggar. He told him like, you look so healthy and fit. Why don't you like work instead of begging? He gave his peace of mind. That beggar, he stood over there listening to this guy. Okay, and after that he said, "Sir, given a proper training, I can do whatever you're doing. But I bet you can't do what I do. But still, you might be working for somebody, but today I'm doing my own business. This is my business." Saying that he left. I'm not like endorsing begging. No.
Yeah,
I'm talking about that person's mindset.
yeah,
He might be begging,
yeah,
but still the attitude what he carried that day, this is my business.
yeah,
So when we carry that positive attitude, we need to believe whatever we are doing, this is my baby. If
yeah,
we start thinking that this is my business, if we start putting our efforts, yes, the success is always there.
yeah.
Success. The one thing what people they lose out as, they don't take it as a business serious.
Very true. Very true. Yeah, and all those examples that you talked about, there they don't have a product, they don't have a business model, they don't have anything time tested, and still they have got that attitude to excel and do well in that. And
Right.
when you're given an opportunity like this, I think people should really accept it and take it to the next level.
And here, the beauty of this industry is like lot many people who have made it right back, they come and like teaches us, they train us,
Yeah,
and you get to meet a lot of like
yeah.
successful people. There's a one industry where people are willing to like give away the secrets of
Yeah.
becoming successful,
True.
unlike other industry
Yeah,
where it is like guarded safely.
yeah,
always they think the other person. If somebody comes and speaks to them, they think the other person is their competitor. They try to kill that person
Yeah,
in the business.
yeah.
This business, yes, you get to meet a lot of like wonderful people. We get to learn a lot of things, and people are willing to like give
Teach.
away the secrets of
You.
becoming successful.
Absolutely.
And today, this is the industry which brought us together.
Yes.
Without this industry, definitely, I wouldn't have met Satish.
Yeah. Yeah.
And today, I have learned a lot of things from Satish.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
And
True.
without what I can say, having that mindset of like selfishness or something, you're always like willing to give whatever you know. You're always like willing to share the things what you know, and that's the beauty of this industry.
True. So, if you had to give some tips to people who are in the who have that desire, that burning desire to be successful in this industry, what are the few things that you would say that we just be doing these things at least?
The first thing we need to be open mind and learn things. As lot many people they keep telling,
Yeah.
earning comes with learning.
Yeah.
First, we need to learn.
Very
Then
important.
earning is part of that learning.
Yeah.
So we need to like pull up our socks and we need to like with the open mind, we need to learn things and we need to put it into action.
Yeah.
And again, there's not a business where we become successful overnight. No, we
Yeah.
need to put in our efforts consistently for at least for next 36 months to 48 months,
Correct.
3 to 4 years.
Huh.
And definitely, yes, this is the one industry where we can make big things without investing big or without losing anything. We can write our own check. But for that, we need to come out of that comfort zone.
Yeah.
And some people they think of like security. And today we realize that in a very hard way. People what they used to think of security, there's no more security. Lot many people they lost job during this pandemic,
Yeah.
during this lockdown. And
Yeah.
lot many people their salaries has been slashed down. So if we start coming out of that security zone, if we take that one step out of our comfort zone, and if we
Mm.
always in this industry, I'm not like I don't tell people to quit whatever they're doing and get into this industry, but with along with whatever they're doing, if they take this as the plan B, and if they
Be
really put
open.
effort
Yeah.
seriously as a team, yes, we can always
Yeah.
make it right back. When this
Super.
can happen to Satish, when this can happen to me, when this can happen to lot many people across the globe, it can
Yeah.
happen to anybody and everybody because the SOPs are same.
Yeah. True.
The system is same.
And you know what? The
It's
best
the
part is
willingness to put efforts.
absolutely. And the best part of all this is what, this is one industry which pays you as you are growing and learning. You're doing a self development, you're enjoying the process of becoming a better you, and at
Yep.
the same time, you're being paid for it. And I think that's the wonderful thing that comes along as an added gift to us.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. So, in parting, would you like to give some tips to people, especially in these difficult times where some people don't even have the a vision that this can be an option for them? That is number one. And there could be some people who are already actually taken the plunge. They already taken the plunge, but expecting probably things would have gone very easily because sometimes people tend to discard. They think that something which takes time is not worth it. They think something which takes time is not worth it. So they expect things to happen very fast. But at the same time, they don't realize that small things done over a period of few months, few years gives so much of makes so much of difference in their lives and the people that they come in contact with. They make it makes difference, of course, to their lives. But the
Yep.
best part, it also makes difference to the people of lives of people who come in touch, in contact with them also, right? So that small differential done consistently every day takes them to a different place itself, right? But we tend to like discount things and think that okay, should happen overnight, and we tend to discount the fact that small things done consistently over months and years will take us somewhere in a totally different location. And when you look back, you can't even recognize yourself. Oh my goodness, 3 years ago I was like this, huh? Or I was thinking like this, huh? When I spoke like this. Oh my goodness. So that kind of mindset. So quickly coming back to the question is this thing. what would be your message, especially these times of 2021, where we are seeing turmoil, and we could have a message from you to people who are considering this or who might have taken the plunge and still they are not very sure, what will be a message to them?
Guys, to all the people listening to me, this is a beautiful industry. I'm not asking you to like get out of whatever you're doing. Along with that, take this as a plan B. And today, we cannot depend on one source of income, or
Yeah.
we cannot like depend on one thing. During this lockdown, we realized that we learned that in a very hard way. It's a beautiful industry. This industry is going to grow leaps and bounds in India, and this industry is going to create a lot of successful people in India. Yes, now that professionalism is coming into this industry, and we want more people to join hands with us, and each one of us can grow together. And people who are already part of this industry, friends, it's going to be a beautiful journey. But if we really put in our efforts, the success doesn't come overnight. When people are ready to put in their 35, 40, 45 years working for somebody else, instead of that, let's put 3 to 4 years or 5 years with dedication, with professionalism to build our own business. Where we can, after that, we can able to see that snowball effect. After that, we can able to enjoy that passive income. The passive income doesn't start from the day one. No, if somebody comes and tells you like overnight you can make big money, or you invest into this company, you make big money. Please, 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 don't get into all those traps.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
your homework. Look at the product what you are promoting. Analyze whether it's useful for you, whether is it useful for everybody, is it a basic necessity thing where everybody requires this, and look at the system, look at the company's background, look at the SOPs, the training or the system. Think that decision, yes, we have to put in our efforts as a team. Without putting efforts, nothing is possible. No. If you really put in our efforts as a team, it's a beautiful industry. We can write our own check. And today, yes, you might have come across a lot many people who have made it very big in India. When this can happen to those people, it can happen to everybody. We
True.
need to learn things every day. There are like a lot of new things happening in this industry. A lot of people, I mean, people are willing to like train us. Let's get trained instead of like always. I keep telling, yes, you might have had a lot many of your friends or the people or the mentors with whom you are associated with. Even they would have told you, instead of like wasting our time in listening to a lot of unwanted things in the media or something, let's concentrate and let's spend time reading books or listening to like people who are highly successful in this industry. Of late, like there are like a lot of social media platforms where we can able to like
Yeah.
listen to people training globally. Now the world has become too small. We can reach out to anybody, any nook and corner, and there are like a lot of people
Yeah.
willing to train us. If we have that open mind, and if you're willing to learn things and putting our efforts consistently for next couple of years, the success is always there. The success is always there. I tell people, instead of like taking that decision, let me quit, think of that one reason why you want to stick back into this industry. Work on that one reason. Quitting is very easy,
Yeah.
but building business, it requires a lot of efforts. But here you're not all alone. We are not all alone. Yes, the entire team is there to support. Your mentors are there, the company, the systems are there, do a lot of things. Joining hands with everybody, each one of us, we can grow. It's an amazing industry. It's a beautiful industry. Nothing to lose in this.
Well said.
Yes,
Great.
without you, we cannot do anything. Our involvement has to be there.
Yeah.
Our involvement has to be there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like anything beautiful in life, it takes some time to happen. It takes some time to come to a stage of maturity and start flowering and giving you the results that you expect from it. Like that, you need to give this also time. Be patient, but be learning constantly, keep growing, and keep taking actions consistently. That's it. I think that will. I think I have this punch word which I learned from people like you is that you can only be losing if you're deciding to quit. As long as you're there in the game, as long as you're there in the game to learn, to grow, to contribute, to add value, you will lose out. It's just a matter of time before you're successful.
I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
And there's such a beautiful industry. We can always walk and talk whatever we are doing.
Yeah.
The only business where there's no restriction on the area of operation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whoever comes, whoever we get to know, we can always like speak about this. By speaking to people, we don't lose anything.
Yeah.
As I told you, like initially, I am like one travel freak. And today, just before we started, I reached back to Bangalore. I was like traveling. I was on driving, solo driving for like last 3 days.
Wow.
Again, the Wednesday I'm out again.
Nice.
Again on Wednesday I'm on my bike here.
Okay.
This one industry, what I mean to say is, you can do whatever you love to do. You
Yeah.
can pursue your passion.
Yeah.
At the same time, you can always keep building your business wherever you are, with whomever you are.
Wow.
That's the beauty of this industry.
Yeah. Great.
You don't have to like give away for achieving something that you have to give away something. Now
Yeah.
you have all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes I laugh at people when they say like, I don't have time for this. I laugh at them.
Yeah.
It's not that we don't have time. We have to make time for ourselves.
Whatever is of interest.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
beautiful saying. This was like, I forgot this gentleman name. This was like, of the training program. He beautifully he put it across. From the day it has stuck in my mind. Each one of us, we have only 24 hours in a day. It's not that we don't have time. We have to make time for ourselves. And this is an industry which gives you that breath, that freedom. We can
True.
always pursue our passion. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can always like meet beautiful people, like-minded people. We build our relationship. And because of this industry today, I can proudly say like I have friends across the globe. And if I travel to like a couple of countries, like if I'm alone, I get to stay there free of cost in their houses. It's the relationship
Yeah.
what we have built
Yeah. It's
together.
like family.
It's like a family. Yes, it's like a family. Yeah, beautifully
Yeah.
said. Yeah, it's a family. Yeah.
Yeah.
So nothing
Great.
to lose in this. Sometimes when people they come and they see me like tell me they lost money in network marketing, I laugh at them. I laugh at them.
Yeah.
There's one industry, it's like only to gain out of it. There's nothing to lose in this industry. It all depends like how we look at this industry. It all depends which company we join hands with. It all depends with whom we join hands with. These are the little, this was the little, I mean, small area where we need to like put in our thought process before joining. And if we really join hands with a company which is operating on professional platform with people who are really building this business in a professionalism way, yes, the success is always there.
Very true. Very true. So great, Naveen. It's been a pleasure talking to you. We got a lot of practical tidbits from you, which can only come from a person with the experience that you have. And I'm sure our viewers and listeners got a lot from this. So thank you very much, and all the very best to you and your team. And thanks for giving your time for this interview. All the very best.
Thanks a lot, Satish. It was pleasure speaking to you, and I really thank you for inviting me on this platform.
Bye.
I hope everybody will have a safe 2020. I mean, couple of hours. I know people will be on party mood. Please do take care of yourself.
Yeah.
Please do wear mask and maintain the social distance.
Yes. Well said.
And let's rock in 2021.
Great.
The coming year, yeah, let's make it right back and let's be successful. Thanks a lot, Satish.
Well said. Well said.
Thank you.
Thanks, Naveen. Thanks once again.
Thank you.